Good evening and welcome graduates, parents, family members, friends, school district representatives, teachers, related service providers, clinicians, aides, TAs, administrators, and members of our school board. My name is Mike Colvin. I'm the principal of Fox Meadow here at PNW BOCES. I'd like to welcome all of you to an event that is a milestone in these students' lives. The significant dedication from everyone here today, most importantly our students, is truly a reason and time for celebration. Before we start, let us first open with the Pledge of Allegiance. I conveniently forgot to bring the flag out. However, we have a big flag over there that was made by our carpentry students with Joe Bocello. Thank you for saving me, Joe. Appreciate it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There's always at least one thing that goes wrong, so if this is the worst, we're in good shape, so thank you. I'd like to begin this evening by introducing several dignitaries who are here among us to celebrate and honor the young men and women who are graduating from Fox Meadow this evening. We have our board members, Mr. Richard Krebs and Mr. Michael Simpkins. We have our district superintendent, Mr. Neil Boyle. Our deputy superintendent, Dr. Lynn Allen. Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Greg Brown. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Matt Carr. And Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Ronald Clamser. Some fellow administrators here. We have Mr. Fred Santoli, our Assistant Director of Special Education. We have Dr. Melissa Cafaro, our Supervisor of Special Education for our local school buildings. Special thanks to our IT department for getting all this stuff squared away technology-wise. Special thanks to O&M for setting everything up and getting us our fans, which are amazing. Yes. Before those were up, it was very hot in here. It's still hot in here, but it's okay. And Ed Catapano and Trish Herbold from the Creative Designs Department who helped with our PowerPoint and our student reflections, which you'll see in a little bit. To parents, guardians, families, friends, your presence over the years has been invaluable. Success of the students was possible because of your support, communication, and collaboration, so thank you. And at this time, I'd like the Fox Meadow staff to please stand up. The teachers, clinicians, related service providers, support staff of Fox Meadow diligently partnered with our students and parents to help our students achieve the important landmark that we honor tonight. Each of our graduates can likely recall many key conversations with an educator at Fox Meadow in which they were offered caring words or some wise advice. Also, special thanks to Chef Rob Lena, our culinary teacher, who worked with our culinary students to prepare our desserts for our post-graduation refreshments. Thank you all for your efforts. I appreciate it. All right, so welcome and thank you for being here. And I would now like to introduce our district superintendent, Mr. Neil Boyle, who will say a few words.
So this just got even easier because I took a 4-page paper, made it into one, knowing the heat, and Mike just said about half of what I was going to say, so I'm going to knock this into 1 page. But welcome. Today is more than just a ceremony. It's a celebration of courage, determination, and the strength found in new beginnings. So we're here to honor a group of students who faced challenges head-on, refused to give up, and showed us all what true resilience looks like. So just so you know, you teach us more than we teach you. And what you teach us, we bring on to the next graduating class. So thank you. So to our students, You're the reason we're here. This moment belongs to you. It was your early mornings. Most of you, we know some come late on occasion. Your late nights, your hard decisions, and your relentless effort. Even when it would have been easier to walk away, that brought you to this stage. Never forget that. You didn't have an easy road, but you chose to keep going. And that is something to be incredibly proud of. You've proven that the path to success isn't always straight. Sometimes it twists, turns, and pushes us to the edge, but still you made it. Now, to the incredible staff, I'd like to echo that, but you don't have to stand up again. I know it's kind of hot. But thank you for believing in the students, your mentors, motivators, and steady guides. Your patience, persistence, and compassion have truly changed lives. Thank you very much. And I echo Mike's comments. To the families, guardians, and loved ones, thank you for standing by these graduates. Your love, support, and encouragement, and belief in us educating your children means the world, and it makes a difference. So earlier this month, I had a chance to have breakfast with the graduates, and I learned two things. One is they ate about 15 pounds of bacon. And I can say this honestly, and I fact-checked, it was the first graduating class that all had a plan, and a very specific plan when they graduated. That just speaks volumes to your dedication to making sure you're going to take that next step and start the next journey of your life. So I was struck how thoughtful, insightful, and motivated they are as they look towards life beyond high school. So the plans they're making and the dreams they're chasing are inspiring. So we wish you best of luck on the next chapter. So graduates, as you move forward, remember this. Life will continue to test you. Plans may change. Detours will come. But you've already proven that you can rise. So keep showing up, keep growing. And always remember, success isn't measured by perfection or speed. It's measured by how many times you get back up, how true you stay to yourself, friends, and family, and how kind you are to others along the way. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2025. I'd like to invite up our board president, Mr. Richard Krebs, to say a few words.
Yeah, the heat makes everybody do things very, very quickly. So I will certainly be very quick. I just want to commend the graduates this evening. They've worked very, very hard under some unique conditions here at Fox Meadows, and they persevered, and they are graduating tonight. So I take my hat off to you and to all your parents and relatives who were here this evening that have worked so hard that these young folks are able to graduate this evening. On behalf of our board, Michael Simpkins here tonight, but we do have Tina McKay, Kathy Lilburn, who's my vice president, Neil Haber, and Frank Schnecker, and Dr. Jim Ryan, who actually was the district superintendent and has decided to come on and do some board service. So on behalf of the board, we commend the graduates, we support you, and we thank you for all your efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Boyle. Thank you, Mr. Krebs. I would now like to introduce our parent address for the evening, Mr. Michael and Ms. Catherine DeVozema, the parents of Abby, one of our graduating seniors. Also have it printed out if you want that.
So today we want to talk to you about superheroes. Every heroine and every hero takes a path called the hero's journey, and it starts in an unassuming, everyday setting. Think Miles Morales in Brooklyn or Riri Williams in Chicago, and then they have a call to adventure, in which they have to leave all that is familiar to face unimaginable obstacles. Katniss Everdeen versus the Hunger Games, or Harry Potter versus Voldemort. Thankfully, along the way, they meet mentors like Gandalf to provide guidance and offer wisdom that enables them to tap into the strength they never knew they had. Our heroines and heroes rise above it all to stand on their own triumphantly. We'll get back to this, but we're really here to talk about our amazing daughter, Abigail DeLugazima.
May 2008, the little girl who could not coordinate her muscles to speak or eat started having seizures in our hotel room in China from being severely malnourished and dehydrated. We were in a country in which we did not speak the language to ask for help, and even her caretakers at the orphanage did not know how to get her to swallow food or have a drink. Watching Abby go unresponsive was the most terrifying moment of our lives. Abby survived that ordeal and the 23-hour plane ride home, albeit with nonstop wailing. Even the Mandarin-speaking Chinese grandmother on the plane, who randomly gestured for us to hand Abby to her so she could rock Abby in her arms, was equally unsuccessful at calming the storm. Earplugs helped us, but this was just the beginning of the challenges we all faced.
Some of those challenges were Abby herself. If you know Abby, this may surprise you. And if you don't already know Abby, don't worry, because I am sure she will introduce herself to you before the end of the ceremony. There is a reason Abby has often been nicknamed the mayor. But anyway, let's just say that Abby was not always the most cooperative person. Her mom and sister and I would try to go for a walk with Abby. Abby would throw herself on the sidewalk because she wanted no part of that. When we were in church, she would melt down, shrieking loudly enough to crack the stained glass windows. Abby wasn't a bad kid. She was frustrated.
It was hard for her to learn how to do the things we often take for granted because, in addition to several other developmental diagnoses, Abby has global apraxia, which basically means that she has to consciously will every muscle in her body to form words and create motion. This means that she has had to work really, really hard at occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and behavioral therapy, along with enduring academics and medical appointments. Nothing too complicated, right? It turns out that besides the actual educational CrossFit regimen that Abby had to endure, we had to face something unexpected: resistance from our original school district on Long Island, because services cost money. And in some school districts, money is worth more than the needs of students.
As a teacher myself, I can tell you that every student is an individual who doesn't fit into a prefabricated educational box. And yet, this girl who struggled to walk and could not speak intelligibly kept having her services cut, no matter how many advocates and even a lawyer that we had hired. So we moved 3 times. And 5 different schools to try to get Abby and our other children the education that every single person has a right to. 3 homes and 5 school districts was the magic number for Abby and for us. Our home district of Arlington, setting Abby up at Putnam Northern Westchester BOCES, was Luke Skywalker defeating the Death Star, Indiana Jones finding the Holy Grail, and Seinfeld and friends finally finding Kramer's car in the parking garage. First at Walden, and then at Fox Meadow in the Tech Center, the attitude was always, what can we do better for Team Abby?
And if a program did not currently exist, they created brand new cutting-edge ones. Team Abby's dedication to educating the individual shepherded us through our nerve-wracking transition, through COVID, all the way through to graduation today. At PNW BOCES, our once frail girl who could not sit, stand, speak, or feed herself, little by little became the less than 5-foot-tall force of nature she was meant to be. Lose your glasses? Ask Abby. Forget about an appointment? Ask Abby. Trying to remember if a classmate is in OT, PT, or speech? Ask Abby. Not sure how to get someplace? Ask Abby. Need someone to talk to? Ask Abby. Want to be reminded on Friday afternoon that you are going back to work on Monday? Ask Abby. And I'm going to add to that, first day of vacation. Oh, so what are you going to do when you go back to work? And we're like, Abby, it is our first day of vacation. Stop. Need to feel better after the Mets or Red Sox lose? Well, don't ask Abby, because she has been known to be a little vicious with her Yankees fandom. Yes, from requiring all types of help, she's become a powerful, far more self-sufficient 18-year-old woman who has reached what we should all aspire to be, a helper and a ray of sunshine.
We started this speech by saying that we would be talking about heroes, and we have. A hero fights the never-ending battle no matter the odds. That's also Abby. An 18-month-old girl who journeyed from all that she knew in rural China to join our crazy family. That's Abby's mom, who conquered insurmountable paperwork and government requirements and helped me and our daughter Emily across the Pacific Ocean on an angst-filled but still greatest adventure of a lifetime. Not to mention that she's someone who never once yielded to get Abby and each and every one of our 5 children what they need. That's Arlington, who supported Abby every single year at PNW BOCES, even though the less expensive and easier choice would have been to keep her in district. And that is every single teacher, therapist, and staff member at Walden, Fox Meadow, and the Tech Center who believed in Abby and allowed her the opportunity to shape her into who she was always meant to be. But there are other heroes present. Specifically, every single student and every single family member here. You've all walked your unique hero's journey and have your own tales to tell about beating the odds to make it to this joyous graduation. Because our heroic children did not arrive at this moment unassisted. Joe Strummer, lead singer of The Clash, said, "The future is unwritten," because he believed that we all have the power to determine our heroic destinies. And everyone here has done exactly that.
Always keep that in your hearts, and thank you for being a part of our journey.
Thank you very much for that. That's excellent. Congratulations, Abby. So I'm honored to be here today to speak to you about our graduating class of 2025. Whether you have been with us for a few months or a few years, I think we can all attest to the growth that we've seen in our graduates. What continues to strike me about the students at Fox Meadow year after year is that despite their differences in history, culture, strengths, and challenges, there's collaboration, community, respect, and acceptance amongst all students. All of you have taken different pathways, worked hard, and overcome challenges to arrive at this momentous occasion. As I thought about what I would speak about this evening, I kept returning to a conversation I had with Dr. Brown recently, and he asked me what my proudest moment of the year was. While still on the horizon, my answer was graduation. And being able to stand here and see our graduates, think of how much progress has been made, is my proudest moment year after year. Here at PNW BOCES, we have some core values that align to our mission and vision. And here's where Mr. Boyle stole some of my stuff as I stole some of his stuff. So 2 in particular stand out when I think about this graduating class. The first is pathways to success for all students. And just to reiterate what Mr. Boyle said, as we sat there in that breakfast, and he went around and asked the students one by one what their plan for next year is. Responses range from military to college to vocational training to going right into the workforce. But what was huge was every student had a plan, not a single, I don't know, or I have no idea, a first in my time here. I bring this up as it is a testament to the hard work of everyone here, not only to get to students to this day, but also set them up on their pathway to success. The second is the we can do that attitude. And I bring this one up as our we extends far beyond the Fox Meadow campus or that of the PNW BOCES as a whole. Our we includes staff, districts, parents, guardians, families, friends, outside providers, and networks, and of course our students. When districts came to us presenting a student who needed supports that they could not provide, we said, we can do that, and crafted an individual plan for each student here. When our graduates advocated for themselves, and this happened countless times over the days, months, weeks, and years, and said, I think this would be really helpful if I change this or that, the response was, we can do that. When we reached out to families and said, we're having certain issues, or we want to change something up that will improve your graduates' time here, you said, we can do that. And when I went to my superiors and said, we need to make these adjustments or we need access to these resources because it's in the best interest of our students, they said, we can do that. So, to our graduating seniors, I want you to look around and take stock of who here represents your we. You will face trials and tribulations. You will run into obstacles to achieving your goals. When this happens, I want you to think how much you've already overcome, because you've all overcome a lot to end up here, each with your own story and your own set of obstacles. I want you to think of your successes and how you're able to achieve them. I want you to think of who your we is, seek those people out, utilize them to support and plan, all the while thinking, we can do that. While your pathways to success may not always be a straight pathway, may have some obstacles and may evolve over time, keep in mind that you're not alone, and together we can do that. Congratulations. So before we move on to the presentation of certificates, a number of our students recorded some senior reflections about their time here, along with some words of wisdom to share with their fellow graduates. It's on the screen over there. Please enjoy.
I'm Miss Application. I'm from Arlington High School. My favorite memory is for Fox Money includes that I pass on my recent exam and work hard and I need any aid. I also enjoy cooperate art, PE with Miss Vicky, tech and my teacher class, Mr. I and Mr. Paul. The part who have me be in part of Fox Mile is Mr. Johnson because we work together since middle school. Johnson is nice and funny, and he treats me a lot. The exercise I would give to my pets is good night, and not forget up.
Hi, my name is Brittany Duarte Romero. I am from Mayo Pack, and my favorite memory of Fox Meadow is just meeting everyone, the students and staff. One of the people who had an important impact on me is Miss Stacy and Miss Laura because they give good life advice and they tell us to never give up, and they never give up on anyone either. Both will help out in a heartbeat. Here is the advice that I would give to the students that come to the school. Don't use this place as a playground just because it's not your typical high school. Take this as a fresh new start.
My name is Aiden Cook. My favorite memory of from Fox Meadow includes meeting the friends I've made along the way and the great and supportive staff. I can't say that just one person here had the biggest impact on me. The reason for this being is that everyone has been so helpful in supporting me throughout my time here. Even though I bet the hand that fed me at times, everyone that was close to me while enrolled in the school made a big impact on me. Whether they realize it or not, the advice I would give to my peers is to never give up on what you truly want to do in life. If you fall, then get up and try again. You don't stop until your dreams are yours. We all have one life, so never stop doing what makes you the happiest.
Hi, my name is Anthony Kemp. I'm from Monroe Woodbury. My favorite memory of Fox Meadow is when we had the barbecues and we had a bunch of snacks and we even had a DJ one time. And then I think that the one person that had the biggest impact on me is Krantz, because if I ever got mad or if I ever had to make up work, I could go to his class and chill. And my advice to my peers is to make up your work and then fool around because they will let you.
Hello, I'm Andrew Martuano from Wappingers, New York. My favorite memory of Fox Meadow was when we had kickball games during outdoor barbecues and playing volleyball with staff versus the students. I also enjoyed participating in the Turkey Bowl football games all 4 years of high school. The people who had the biggest impact on me were friends, peers, staff, and school social workers. Everyone had a big impact on me because they helped me graduate from high school. I would like to especially thank Mr. Andrew. My advice to my peers is try your best and don't get yourself in trouble if you don't have to.
My name is Ryan Monahan. My favorite memory of Fox Meadow is making pizzas with Chef Rob. The person who had the biggest impact on me is Bo. Bo made me a better listener and rewarded me with treats. The advice I would give my peers is to tell someone if a kid is bothering you, ignore it, or if you can't handle it, or go outside or go away.
Hi, my name is Bailey O'Connor. I'm from Wappingers Central School District. My favorite memory of Fox Meadow is I love being able to chill with my friends every single day. In general, this school helped me become a better version of myself. I consider many people here as family, but out of everyone, Miss Stacy had the biggest impact on me. I considered her to be my second mom. She helped me through my depression and helped me become genuinely proud of myself. I'm gonna miss our daily banter, especially about philosophy. My advice to others is remember to take proper care of yourself. Your body works best when you respect your health. Think positively as much as you can. Negative emotions are present in everyone, but they are always temporary. Don't speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. Your body doesn't know the difference. Words are energy that casts spells. That's why it's called spelling. Change the way you speak about yourself and you can change your life. What you're not changing, you're also choosing.
I'm Janelle Rios Losado from Pelham Valley. My favorite memories of Fox Meadow is playing volleyball with Miss Pamela and Miss Ritchie, my gym teacher, and doing art projects with my art teachers, Mr. Mueller and Miss Nina. The people who had the biggest impact on me were Miss Pamela and Miss Cami because they encouraged me to reach my goals, which is to have self-control. My advice to my peers is to work hard, show independence, and take responsibility for what I do.
Hi, my name is Aria Rodriguez. I'm from Bedford. My favorite memory of Fox Meadow is my gratefulness to the people who never gave up on me. The person who had the biggest impact on me is my social worker, Miss Grant, because she helped me understand bad situations that happen and how to cope with it. My advice to other peers is no matter how much you get knocked down, never give up.
Hi guys, I'm Eunice. My favorite memory of Fox Meadow is when we had a rainstorm and I was chilling with the staff waiting for my bus. The individuals who had the biggest impact on me were the kids I spoke to because everyone was so different in their own way. The advice I give to my peers is a closed mouth doesn't get fed. Be kind always. You never know how words can take effect on us.
My name is Dior Sloan. I'm from Mount Vernon. My favorite memory of Fox Meadow is when we have cookouts on Fridays. The person who had the biggest impact on me was Mr. Justin because he gives me very good advice whenever I'm down. The advice I would like to give to my peers is no matter how hard something is, you're not alone and you can set your mind to anything that you want.
So hello, my name is Moises Ramirez. I come from the infamous district of Yorktown High School, and my favorite memory of Fox Meadow is definitely the carpentry class, as it was a class that taught me many things, and with the teachers, Mr. Alcatoya and Mr. Joe have helped me along the way to learn many things, and the people who've had the most impact on this past 2 school years were Miss Stacy and Miss Grant, as they've been very helpful individuals and saved me countless times from failure. And an advice that I would give to my peers is to never give up. Always fight for your dreams, and always think that you can do it. You will eventually get through it, and a bad moment is just momentarily, not forever.
Thank you, graduates. So we are about to get into our presentation of certificates. Before we do that, we have a couple students who received the State Comptroller DeNapoli Student Achievement Award Program. So I'm going to read this quick thing. And the 2 students who received this will receive this with their certificates from us. The New York State Comptroller's Achievement Award is presented each year to a student or students who have excelled academically and have shown leadership potential by volunteering his or her time to serve the school or community. Comptroller DiNapoli sends his sincere congratulations and best wishes to the graduating class of 2025. And our two recipients this year are Brittany Duarte Romero and Moises Ramirez. Stand up. You can just stay there. So there's a certificate, and you'll get that with your certificate from us. All right, so we have four graduates who aren't present who we want to recognize. So I'm going to go through those, and then we are going to go into our staff presentations. So after I get through these four, we're going to call you up one by one. You're going to hear a few words from a particular staff member who's written something about you. And then you can go through your line for congratulations, stop to take a few pictures, and at some point we get waters and cupcakes and cookies. So first is Kevin Campaverde, who couldn't be with us tonight. Today is a day to celebrate success, not just the kind of success you can measure with grades or certificates, but the kind that comes from resilience, courage, and quiet strength. This is Kevin Campaverde. When Kevin arrived to his intake in 2023, it had been weeks, if not months, since he attended school. He was incredibly shy and did not say much, but his school district was certain that a fresh start in a similar setting is exactly what he needed. So we took a chance on Kevin. And Kevin made a brave choice as well, to start fresh in a new place, and that he did. Kevin's attendance was impeccable. He showed up on days he wished to sleep longer and pushed through many circumstances. He was never the loudest in the room, but once you got to know him, he allowed you into his inside jokes and quiet humor. We're proud of him for achieving this milestone and the journey it took to get here. And we know how proud it made his mom as well. Thank you for reminding all of us that growth isn't always loud. Sometimes it's steady, sometimes it's slow, but when it's real, it lasts. Congratulations. Next student is Hope Conklin. While she's only been with us a short while, she's made a lasting impact on the students and staff here. She was accepted into SUNY Adirondack. We know that she's going to love it in Glens Falls. You have the ability to do anything you put your mind to. While the time has been short, we've been able to get to know you, a good student academically, and you try to make your peers better people as well. While you made many moves in your life, from California to New York and now off to college, we know that you are going to be successful, and we're 100% behind you. Congratulations, Hope. Carlos Fallardo. So we had the pleasure of working with Carlos for several years. During that time, we were able to watch him grow and mature into the young man he is today. He has an innate desire to learn. He's inquisitive and constantly wants to know why things happen the way they do. From questions about what he should change in his gym routine to improve his workouts, to why governments act the way they do, he's always soaking up information like a sponge. The desire to continually learn will be the key to continued success throughout life. Congratulations and good luck on all your future endeavors. We're proud of you. And lastly, of the students who are not here, Anaya Snell, who was a January graduate. It was an experience to watch you grow into a confident, hard-working young woman whose sharp wit and clever sarcasm always kept things lively and demonstrated your unique way of thinking and engaging with the world. Strong voice and fearless self-advocacy have already left a lasting impact on those around you. You've never been afraid to speak up, and that courage is a remarkable strength that will serve you in every chapter ahead. Congratulations. Okay, so now we are going to move on to our presentation of certificates. Our first speaker is Mr. Kearns, and this is for Noah Brown. So when you're done, just flip to the next one and call the others next up.
Good evening, everyone. Noah Brown joined us during the first half of the 2021-22 school year, back when he stood at a sprightly 5'10". At the time, it wasn't too much of a stretch for us to see eye to eye, literally. But as the years went on, staying on the same level became physically impossible. Noah just kept growing and growing. But it wasn't Noah's height that was the only thing on the rise. His curiosity grew just as fast. especially when it came to coding, cooking, and exploring foreign cultures. We watched as he found joy and the occasional culinary masterpiece in the kitchen, blended his love of Japanese cuisine with his passion for precision and creativity. Creating spring rolls and clear soup dishes became more than preparing food. It became an art form. Many of you may know that Noah plans to enlist in the armed services with hopes of being stationed in Japan. Knowing Noah, he's not just thinking about duty and honor, he's probably also thinking about ramen. Noah, nothing would make us prouder than to see you pursue your dreams with the same heart, humor, and dedication you've shown here. We wish you all the best in your next ventures. Congratulations. Aiden Cook. Yeah, just come on up. I need you to hold the paper.
Today we celebrate more than just the end of a program. We celebrate the growth, the grit, and the journey of a truly remarkable student, Aiden. From the first day he walked into the workshop, Aiden showed us something special. He didn't just approach carpentry as a trade, he treated it like a canvas. Whether he was shaping wood, sketching out ideas, or wrestling with a complicated build, he brought creativity and care to everything he touched. Aiden's projects weren't ordinary. They were bold, they were thoughtful, sometimes expansive. Because he always aimed high, he held himself to an incredibly high standard, often pushing harder than anyone else would expect. That drive, that refusal to settle, became one of his trademarks. Now Aiden may not be heading into carpentry as a career, and that's okay, because what he built here was never just about the wood. He built resilience, he built problem-solving muscles, he built patience and precision, and a deep understanding of how things and people come together. Those lessons don't stay behind in the shop, they go with him. Whatever path Aiden chooses, whether it's design, education, entrepreneurship, or something entirely different, he brings with him a rare and valuable foundation, the ability to turn vision into reality, to see potential in raw material, and to build not just with his hands, but with his heart. Aiden, your time here may be finished, but your journey is only beginning, and wherever and whatever you do next, we know it will be thoughtful, original, and full of person. Congratulations, we are proud of you.
All right, now Justin Lundstedt, our occupational therapist, is going to speak about Abby.
Hi, everybody. So today I have the honor and the challenge of saying just a few words about Abby, unlike what she would do. This is different for me because usually Abby, as her parents stated, is the one who does the talking. So I've known Abby since 7th grade, and I've had the privilege of being her occupational therapist ever since. From the very beginning, one thing was clear: Abby has a lot to say. And I mean that in the most literal way possible. Abby's a talker, a passionate, energetic, nonstop force of conversation. Her voice has become a permanent soundtrack in my head. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. When Abby left the Walden School, I know there were a lot of questions. How would she do in a more academically rigorous high school, and could she handle it? Well, Abby's answered all those questions loud and clear. She could handle it, and she's here today with her diploma to prove it. She handled it all with humor, with heart, and with that signature Abby determination. So congratulations to Abby. Next we have Jackie.
Good evening, everyone. I have the honor of standing before you to speak about Brittany, a truly remarkable young woman, someone who has never shied away from hard work, who has broken barriers, and who continues to prove that determination and grit can take you anywhere. This year, you were the only woman in your auto mechanics program, and not only did you hold your own, you set the standard. In fact, you now hold the record for taking apart and reassembling a transmission faster than anyone else. That's not just impressive, it's legendary. But your success didn't come from shortcuts or easy wins. You've worked tirelessly, showing up to school, putting in the hours, and then clocking in for work, often holding down multiple jobs at once. That kind of dedication can't be taught, it comes from within. You've shown us all that no matter what the industry, no matter the odds, a strong work ethic and a fearless spirit can open any door. And now, as you head off to continue your training at the Universal Technical Institute, there's no doubt in our minds you're going to go even further. Brittany, you are proof that success isn't about fitting in, it's about standing out. You already begun to make your mark in a field where few women are represented, and you're doing it with strength, confidence, and skill. The road ahead may have twists and turns, but if anyone is built for the journey, it's you. I can speak for all of the staff when I say it has been a pleasure teaching you and getting to know you these last few years. We are so proud of you. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see how far you'll go. Congratulations, Brittany.
Now we have Kelly Laffey speaking about Anthony Kemp.
Hi guys. So when I think about my first year at Fox Meadow, Anthony Kemp is one of the students who stands out most. Anthony is kind, thoughtful, and one of the most creative students I have ever had the pleasure of teaching. He has a great sense of humor, a calm confidence, and a mind that's always turning, especially when it comes to how things work, like cars and various items he decided to take apart and inspect the mechanics of when in my classroom. Your pen. Anthony, I have no doubt you're going to do something great in the world. You have the curiosity, the drive, and most importantly, the heart. Thank you for helping make my first year so special, and I'm so incredibly proud of you. Congratulations. And then I think I did this. Here we go.
I have Andrew Niguadula speaking about Andrew Merchuono.
I'm going to have him read it.
No. You read it.
All right, if I can. Today we celebrate the graduation of a student who, well, let's just say he has made quite the impression over the past 4 years. And while it has only been 4 years, I'm sure that for Andrew, it has felt like 8 when it comes to dealing with me. From misunderstandings to mysterious computer malfunctions, to myself and others chasing Andrew to class as he stopped to talk to every possible person on the way, the student has challenged us while keeping things very interesting. And through those challenges, he has shown growth that none of us can deny. Despite setbacks and angst-filled debates, he learned. And not just from books, he learned resilience, how to own his mistakes, and eventually how to turn that stubborn streak into something powerful, determination. So today, as he walks across the stage, which obviously he's not walking across, we don't just celebrate his graduation, we celebrate his evolution. Being the hardest part of my day might have been his brand at first, but now it's a story of growth, grit, and more than a few laughs along the way. Congratulations, you made it. That's for you.
I wish you did it.
Miss Jessica Yako speaking about Ryan Moynihan.
Do you want to come up, Ryan? So I am honored to recognize one of our outstanding graduates, Ryan. During the time he has been a student here, I have come to know him as an exceptionally smart and creative individual with a unique sense of humor. Ryan loves to learn new information and loves to be challenged. He possesses remarkable capabilities to dissect complex problems and puzzles and approach them from a unique perspective, and I'm always intrigued watching him complete those. Another strength that Ryan possesses is something that cannot be taught. It is something that comes to him naturally. It's his quick wit and large sense of humor. Ryan has the ability to create jokes and riddles out of almost any topic. This talent showcases not only his creativity, but also his critical thinking abilities. Reba McEntire once said, "To succeed in life, you need 3 things, a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone." Ryan, I know you can do great things. I wholeheartedly believe that you will become a valuable addition wherever you go, and I wish you a lifetime of success. You got it? Congratulations. Next is, do you want me to say? You got it?
Next up, we have Ms. Teresa Ritchie speaking about Bailey O'Connor.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, so today I have the absolute pleasure of giving a speech on Mr. Bailey O'Connor. Bailey started with us 3 years ago, and the amount of growth and maturity is unbelievable. For those of you that know Bailey, you know that you could always rely on him for an honest and deep conversation, along with him always wearing sunglasses and rapping about something eccentric. He is such a kind, smart, empathetic, driven, funny, and charismatic young man. Even in the toughest times, he would face things with an open mind and a bright smile from ear to ear, which was truly infectious. Bailey, every staff member here knows that you will be successful in anything and everything that you do due to your determined, focused, and resilient personality. I know you keep saying to me, Richington, we finally did it. So today, Baelish, you are right. You did it, and we are so unbelievably proud of you. Best of luck in your future endeavors, and just know that if you need anything, I am always here for you. Congratulations to the entire class of 2025.
Now we have Ms. Bailey Grant speaking about Moises Ramirez.
It speaks to Moises' character and personality that when we were choosing what staff member to read for students, multiple staff wanted to talk about him. I have the privilege of being able to say that I am the staff member that has known Moises the longest. While I was writing this speech, I was honored but also nervous. How can I put my admiration and appreciation into words? After thinking long and hard, I realized that the best way to speak about Moises would be by writing the speech with words that mean something to him. For those of you that know Moises, you know that nothing makes him happier than when he speaks about the Saw movie franchise. While I contemplated making this speech while wearing a Jigsaw mask, for various reasons I decided against it. So instead, I decided that the next best thing would be a Jigsaw quote. Believe it or not, I was able to find one that captured Moises' journey perfectly. In Saw 4, Jigsaw says, "How you play the cards you're dealt, that's all that matters." Moises' journey to Fox Meadow was a hard one, and I know that when he started at Fox Meadow, he was unsure and defeated. Within weeks of starting with us, it was like he had been here all along. Teachers were impressed by his punctuality and dedication to learning. He immersed himself in the woodshop and became one of Mr. Katoya's star students. Moises studied incredibly hard for his Regents exam and scored the highest on our ELA Regents, which is incredibly impressive, seeing that English is not his first language. As Moises returned to us for his senior year, his leadership and dedication to Fox Meadow was undeniable. Moises was elected vice president of the student government. While in this role, he organized a student field day survey and was a fierce advocate for student-guided improvements. Moises was chosen to participate in a student focus group for the Capital Project, and while participating, he took it upon himself to volunteer to assist a fellow Spanish-speaking student by translating for him. Many were impressed by his kindness, and his action reflected Moises' true nature and values. Moises was also selected for his first cohort of Fox Meadow's peer mediation program. Moises impressed trainers with his dedication and calm demeanor and took an active role in encouraging those around him. I could go on and on about his involvement and dedication to our community. Moises is described around campus as polite, respectful, and always willing to help staff and other students. I am incredibly proud to share that Moises will be attending WCC to obtain a degree in medical billing and will continue to help his father with his business. Reflecting on all that he has accomplished in this short time here, Moises truly played the cards that he was dealt and left a mark on our community. It was such a joy working with Moises, and while I'll miss the time we spend together each week, I am excited for the next step and to see where life takes him. Now, in the words of Jigsaw, game over.
Game over.
Can't wait.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Miss Patty Lucido speaking about Janelle Rios Losado.
Okay, Janelle. Today, I want to take a moment to recognize someone very special, Janelle.
Thank you.
Janelle is one of the kindest, most genuine people you could ever meet. He has a big heart, a warm smile, and a way of making those around him feel welcome and appreciated. Whether it is saying hello in the hallway, showing patience with others, or offering a quiet act of kindness, Janelle reminds us what it means to be a good person. Janelle has faced challenges, but that does not define him. What defines Janelle is his perseverance, his kindness, and the way he shows up every single day with a positive attitude. In a world that can be quick to measure success by numbers or grades, Janelle teaches us something more meaningful, that of character, effort, and heart matter just as much, if not more. And to all of our graduates, we are proud of you. We see you, and we thank you for being exactly who you are.
Thank you, Miss Patty Lucido.
Oh, you got it.
Miss Carrie Farrell speaking about Aria Rodriguez.
Good evening, everyone. Today we celebrate Aria, a remarkable young woman whose quiet strength, kindness, and steady presence have left a lasting mark on all of us. From the start, Aria stood out, not for loud words, but for the way she listens, notices, and genuinely connects with others. Over the years, she has found her voice, grown in confidence, and shown us that authenticity is a true superpower. Aria has taught us that communication is about more than words. It's about presence, patience, and heart. Her courage to show up as herself, try new things, and keep learning is what true success looks like. Aria, thank you for reminding us the power in being kind, thoughtful, and true to yourself. We are so proud of you and excited to see what comes next. Congratulations, Aria.
I have Miss Stacy Daniels speaking about Mayniece Simpson.
Sorry. Look what I've done to you. Ugh, I knocked her cap off. I'm sorry. All right, so it is an honor to stand here and speak about Mayniece, or rather Miss Snarky. She has traveled a tremendous way to get to this point. She has overcome hardships and obstacles that others cannot understand, and yet here she is graduating from high school. I will not share Mayniece's story because it is hers to share, but what I can say is she's a survivor. Mayniece plans on continuing her education in the medical or home healthcare field, and I highly encourage her to do so. Mayniece has a kindness to her that will make her an asset in that field, an industry which allows her to help others. I feel so fortunate that she was my student for 2 years because she is a great example of perseverance. She abides by the mindset that words are powerful and have a profound impact on others. I agree. Sometimes words lift us up and carry us to places we never imagined, and sometimes they hurt. I want these words to resonate with you and stay in your heart. Remember your worth, always remember to keep going, never give up, always get back up, and never forget just how strong you are. I am so proud of you. I am proud of all the graduates. This class has been a wonderful reminder to me as to why I got into this profession to begin with. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I have Mr. Eric Krantz speaking about Dior Sloan. And I just want to point out my second proudest moment is getting Mr. Krantz to wear a tie unsolicited. So.
Real quick, I know it's a shock looking at me, but I do not own a tie. As I'm digging through my kids' closets today, looking for a tie, I found this one, and I was like, oh, this is great. 20 times to tie it up. Finally got it. I walk out, I'm like, hey, babe, I'm out, I'm late. She's like, that's from one of the boys' costumes for, like, Halloween. And I was like, oh, my God, all right, that's perfect. So then I go to my son, and I'm like, hey, bud, I'm late, I gotta go. And he's like, oh, my God, who died? You're going to a funeral? And I'm like, all right, I gotta get out of here. All right, Dior. All right, let's get serious here. All right. Good evening, graduates, everybody. All right, as we gather here to celebrate a milestone, I want to take a moment to shine a light on someone who has quietly, yet powerfully, shaped the soul of our school. He's not the loudest in the room, not the flashiest, and he doesn't ask for attention, but somehow when he walks through the halls, you feel it. The warmth, the kindness, the calm strength. Dior Sloan. He's the gentle giant, the one who stands tall, literally and figuratively, and always makes your day just a little bit better. Whether it was a Monday morning, any Monday, a rainy Wednesday, or the Friday before finals, you'd say, hey Dior, how's it going? And he'd always answer with, incredible. Or maybe he said, amazing. Or the classic, spectacular. And the thing is, it never felt fake. It never felt like just a word. When he said spectacular, he means it. He lives it. He reminds us in just one word that even an ordinary day could be something extraordinary. That perspective is a rare gift. I think I speak for teachers, classmates, and probably every person who's ever passed him on campus when I say, thank you. Thank you for being a beam of positivity in our school. Thank you for reminding us that kindness is strength, and thank you for showing us day after day what it looks like to carry joy, not just for yourself, but for others. As we move forward into new chapters, let's take a little bit of that spectacular spirit with us. Let's be someone's reason to smile. Let's answer life with optimism, with presence, with compassion, just like Dior has done every single day. Congratulations to the class of 2025, and to our friend, our inspiration, thank you for being incredible.
And we have Ms. Teresa Ricci speaking about Azriela Soto.
Spider. Today, we celebrate all of our Fox Meadow High School graduates, but I am here to speak about Azriela, a kind leader whose quiet strength and genuine heart has left a lasting impression on our school community. She greeted every challenge with empathy, offering friendship freely and lifting others even when carrying burdens of her own. Throughout her journey, Azriela chose growth, resilience, and purpose, transforming adversity into a powerful force for her future. I'd like to recognize her for her early childhood class she took at Tech and was successful in for writing a piece for our BOCES newsletter. This fall, she would begin the next chapter of her life at Dutchess Community College, where she wants to get an associate degree in the human services field. After DCC, she plans to continue her education in a 4-year school and earn a bachelor's degree. Azriela, we are so proud of you. Your light has made Fox Meadow High School a brighter place. Thank you.
Big round of applause for our graduates. On behalf of all of us, I want to say good luck, best wishes, congratulations today, and on all your future successes. Please keep in touch, for you are a part of a shared history of our Fox Meadow family. I would ask that we all offer a big round of applause for our graduates in the class of 2025. Flip your tassels, you're good to go. Thank you all for weathering the heat through our ceremony here. We have some refreshments, as I said, made by our chef, Rob Lena, and our culinary students in the cafeteria. Graduates, congratulations.